If you're trying to make great money selling on Amazon, these are the products that you should start with. And no, I don't mean starting with selling actual guitars or anything like this. I'll actually get to this in just a minute because I'm speaking about pieces like this. Now, whenever you're starting to sell on Amazon, especially if you're looking to create a side hustle and turn that into a full-time income, there are actually 3 different types of products that you can start with that can get you the highest return on your investment, meaning you can get the most amount of money and profit back from the amount of money that you put in buying those products. Now, as a disclaimer, I don't recommend that you start with private label. You may have seen a lot of other YouTubers out there or influencers that talk about starting with private label and creating your own brand of products that maybe people would be interested in. And ultimately, they suggest that you buy their expensive course, you invest $5,000 to $10,000 in trying to create this brand, create this product, spend all this money on ads, and that just is a venture that for the majority of people does not work at all. And so my recommendation is doing the replans arbitrage method. I've been doing this since December of 2015, and I've sold over $6 million worth of product on Amazon. And what replans arbitrage is simply buying products from a store, selling them on Amazon at a markup, and making the profit and the difference in the middle. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other factors that go into it, which is what I've dedicated this YouTube channel on, is to educating people on how to get started with replans arbitrage. And actually, there's a free 30-day training at askjimmysmith.com/free training. However, there are 3 types of products that you should be looking for as you're starting with this arbitrage and replenishable model, where you can consistently go back to stores, buy the same products over and over again, send them into Amazon, and have Amazon sell them for you. Now, before I get to this product, which will actually be the 3rd example, I'm going to start with the first one, which is regional products. Now, as somebody in the United States that moved from St. Louis to now in Florida, I know that I can no longer get products that are exclusively made in that St. Louis region. Whether it's St. Louis, Illinois, Kansas City, those different areas, there are products in those locations that I can no longer access at my local stores. And so regional products are things that are local to you that you can buy and sell on Amazon at a much higher markup, because there are people like me that can no longer purchase these products from my local stores. So I have to go to Amazon if I want something regional. Now, regional products could be things like sauces or different flavorings or foods. That's the most common forms, would be anything that has to deal with food. But you can also look for maybe some regional stores that have certain products that aren't national, so that I can't access those stores either. So if you are someone starting with Amazon arbitrage, truly just looking at regional products, things that are local to you, will set you far above the rest, because there's higher profit margins there. There's a limited amount of people that can actually access those products to buy them and send them to Amazon. And there's just more profit for you to be able to grow and scale your business from. And a very common example of those types of products would be things like salad dressings or barbecue sauces or hot sauces, those types of condiments that are very regional. Also, there are sometimes regional coffees or regional food products that are also something that just isn't common in the rest of the country. And so if you can buy those and send them to Amazon, then someone like me in Florida can access products that are from Washington or from California or Missouri, right? That is the advantage to looking for these regional products, is that you have less competition because there's only a few amount of people that can buy them and send them to Amazon, and you're able to sell them at a markup for a higher profit because there's more demand for those products at that higher price. Now, the second type of product that is great to be selling in your Amazon business in 2024 is actually store private label brands. Now, that is still not this item, which I was just discussing at the beginning of this video. We're going to get to that in just a second. But the store private label brands are items that are only sold at those stores. So for instance, Walmart has their own private label brands. They have Equate, they have Mainstays, they have multiple different types of private label products. You can actually just simply Google Walmart private label brands and you'll see all of the different items. Additionally, stores like Target, even local grocery stores, have their own private label brand. I know that I buy private label products from my grocery store that are actually sold on Amazon at a pretty high markup, but I buy them because those are the products that I like and actually saves me money in the store. But Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot, tons and tons of stores have their own private label products. Typically, these private label products in the stores are going to be cheaper than the more well-known national brands. But the reason that these are great for selling on Amazon is because Amazon themselves will never be able to come in in and sell those products against the listing. That means that you're not going to have to deal with Amazon as a competitor, and you're only going to be dealing with other third-party sellers, because typically Walmart and Target are also not going to be listing their own store private label brands on Amazon. So really your only other competition in these cases would be other third-party sellers that are selling those same exact products on the Amazon marketplace. But what this does is it gives you more opportunity to look for products that will be consistently sold at these stores, because it is that store's private label brand. So you can go and buy them multiple times over and over again. You can replenish them for your arbitrage business, or you can find a replen, and that will allow you to start building that foundation of something that is scalable, that you can buy and sell over and over again, and you can grow your business from those replenishable products. Now, the third item, this is what I had on the guitar at the very beginning of this video. This is actually called a capo, a guitar capo. This is something that will actually hold down all of the strings on the guitar, which allows the player to play at a higher key. Now, why is this important for Amazon selling? Well, the reason is because this is a niche product. So as you're starting to sell on Amazon, you should, in addition to looking at regional stores and in addition to looking at store private label brands, you should be looking for niche products, things that are only available to people that care about that particular niche. Now, in this case, I actually play guitar and I'll play very well, but I have this capo to be able to play different types of songs on the guitar. But there are other things that can go with a guitar. I can look for different types of strings that I could sell on Amazon. I can look for tuners. I can look for different picks. I can look for things that alter the sound. I can look for cords that can attach to it. I can look at straps. I can look at all types of different products that would apply to my guitar. Now, this isn't the niche that you need to be in necessarily, and I actually don't sell very many guitar products. I used to sell quite a few, but the point is that you should be looking at different niches, and if you have something that you're interested in, maybe start there in your search. Additionally, look at stores that are geared towards those niches. Instead of going to Walmart and looking at the guitar products that they have available, try going to a music store or go to a guitar store that has more selection of a bunch of different brands and products that wouldn't be available at a typical store, because then you're going to something that may be a little bit harder to find profitable products. It may take you a little bit longer, but as you do, you're insulating yourself from the competition that isn't going to those stores. And so it's very important to look for these niche products, whether it's music supplies, pet supplies, arts and crafts supplies, even office supplies. These types of products allow you to separate yourself from the competition and build up a great base of replenishable items that sell profitably on Amazon over and over again. Now, as I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, I do have a free training course. It's 30 days of emails that you'll get from me on different steps that you should be taking to succeed on Amazon. You can head over to askjimmysmith.com/free training. That link's below and in the description for you. If you have any other tips or products that you recommend people start selling on Amazon, especially with an arbitrage or wholesale business, post them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your suggestions, and I'll answer as many of the questions as I can in the comments. I hope this video helps you and blesses you. You have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.